What's up, y'all? Today we're taking a little road trip to a place that's part small town, part modern utopia called Ave Maria, Florida, to tell you about the pros and cons of living here. Some of the things about this place are probably going to surprise you. And if you've never heard of it, don't worry, most people haven't. This master planned town, named Community of the Year in 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018, is a hidden gem in Collier County.
So first, let's take a look at where it is on the map. So we're looking out here east of Naples and Bonita Springs off of Oil Well Road. So this is Oil Well Road here. And as you can see, Naples is all of this area here. Bonita is up here. And so we're out east here in Ave Maria. And so as you can see, as we zoom out here on the map, we're much further inland than you typically would be Naples, Bonita, Estero, Marco Island, any of those areas. So it is a bit further inland, and it's really kind of out here in the middle of a bunch of farms. All of these different colored land masses, as you can see as I zoom in, you can see the rows. These are all different farms all along here. And then this is where you start to get into Naples. You got a couple other newer communities being developed on the way there as well. And then just north of Ave, you've got the town of Immokalee right here. And then Fort Myers is up here, across what is referred to as Alligator Alley. You've got Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and Tampa is up here. And then if you're curious about the parks, Orlando, Disney, Universal, all of that is up this way. Now, as small towns go, it really has pretty much everything you need. But if you want to travel, you do have to go a little ways to be able to get to an airport, unless, of course, you have your own plane. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Immokalee right up here has its own little regional airport here. And then there is another airport in Naples, which is right here. So the Naples airport is here. But if you're looking for commercial flights, if you are not quite yet in a place where you own your own airplane, you fly commercially. Fort Myers is the closest, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour from Ave, or you're actually really close. You're pretty much the closest you're going to get from anywhere in Southwest Florida to the Fort Lauderdale airport. You're under an hour and a half to Fort Lauderdale and a little under 2 hours to Miami airport. You're about 3 hours to Tampa airport and about 4 hours to Orlando.
And I gotta tell you, if you're a motorcycle rider like I am, this area around Ave is a great ride. No, there's not a ton of twists and turns. We don't have mountains. This is Florida. But smooth roads, not a ton of traffic, great scenery, just really pretty ride. I love going down 29 all the way down onto the islands and hitting up some of those little island communities, little fishing villages and stuff like that. Just pop in, grab lunch. That whole area, there's just a lot of really nice spots and good riding along there. So if you're a rider, good area to check out and easy access to it if you live in Ave. Now, Ave is a really unique place. It is a planned community, meaning that the whole town was developed with the idea of creating a self-sustaining town. It was founded in 2005 by Tom Monahan, who, for those who don't know, is the founder of Domino's Pizza. It's home to about 7,000 full-time residents now, and was built around the Catholic Ave Maria University and the Ave Maria Church, which Monahan was also a founder of. Now, his stated goal was for the town to be especially attractive for Catholics to move to, though it is open to everyone, and there are now places of worship for other religions within the town as well. Ave Maria is its own little world, complete with homes, businesses, schools, and plenty of places to have fun. Speaking of all those things it has to offer, one of the main questions I get asked about is healthcare. Whenever we see these little small towns pop up, it's one of the things that's a big question. and there are multiple doctor's offices in Ave already, including an emergency care doctor. The nearest hospital, though, is Naples Community Hospital, and it's located about 30 to 45 minutes away, but they do have a new hospital currently in the works that will be right within Ave itself. And if you're a family considering relocating to Ave, you have multiple options for school for children of all ages already in place. You've got both public and private school options available either right in town here or nearby, plus, of course, Ave Maria University for the higher education as well. All right, so now that you know where Ave Maria is and what some of the things are they have to offer, let's dive into the pros of living here. Number one, pretty affordable housing. Ave Maria offers a variety of housing options: condos, villas, single-family homes. As of August 2024, the median sale price here is right about $380,000, which is actually down 11% from last year. So if you're looking for an affordable spot here in Southwest Florida, this is one of the most affordable options out there. And with prices down a bit, now might really be a good time for you to buy. Number two, small town charm. If you are craving that small town vibe, Ave Maria really nails it. The community is super close knit and everything is designed to be really walkable, which if you've explored much of Southwest Florida or Florida in general, you know most of the places are not really that walkable. You'll get to know your neighbors and there's a real sense of community here, unlike the hustle and bustle you'd find in a bigger city. Number three, natural beauty. Ave Maria is surrounded by stunning natural beauty. You've got nearby state parks, nature preserves, and plenty of outdoor activities like hiking, biking, and nature trails. Whether you're a nature lover or just looking to relax, this area is really hard to beat. Number four, outdoor activities galore. So speaking of nature, Ave Maria is packed with sports and recreational facilities as well. They've got their own water park, tennis courts, pickleball courts, 2 golf courses already, bocce courts, basketball courts, baseball and softball fields, soccer fields, and more. If you're the type who loves staying active, Ave Maria has you covered. Number five, a high quality of life. This community is all about promoting a high quality of life. You've got parks, shops, restaurants, and even an amphitheater already here. Everything you need is right here, and it's designed to make life easy and enjoyable. Number six, low crime rate. Feeling safe is really a big deal, and Ave Maria delivers with that. Super low crime rates. This town offers peace of mind whether you're raising a family or just looking to live in a quiet and safe environment. Number seven, educational opportunities. We talked about schools a little already, but for families, the education options here are fantastic. Not only is Ave Maria home to that Ave Maria University I told you about, which is a Catholic liberal arts college, but there are also top-rated public and private schools right in or nearby town. So your kids are set from preschool all the way through university. Number eight, top-notch amenities. From the public supermarket to the fitness center and the town center with over 60 other businesses, Ave Maria has all of the essentials plus some upscale perks. The town's layout makes everything super accessible. Like we said before, fantastic walkability. So you won't have to drive far or really at all to get what you need. And then number nine, proximity to Naples and Immokalee. So while Ave Maria feels like its own little world, you're not totally isolated. Naples is just 20 or so minutes away and Immokalee is even closer. So that means you've got access to bigger job markets, more urban amenities, and plenty of cultural events as well. And then number 10, it's a faith-based community. So if faith is important to you, Ave Maria is definitely the place to be. This is a strong Catholic community with a beautiful church at its center. So it's a great spot for anyone who values living in a faith-based environment. Okay, so Ave Maria sounds pretty awesome, right? But like any place, it's not perfect. So let's dive into those cons because we got to keep it real, right? Number one, it is a pretty remote location. Let's face it, Ave isn't exactly in the middle of the action. It's located a bit off the beaten path, which means you might feel a little bit isolated. If you're used to living near the hustle of a big city, this slower, more peaceful pace might take some getting used to. Number two, Limited nightlife and entertainment. If you're looking for a wild nightlife, Ave Maria is not going to cut it. This town is more about community events and laid-back vibes. So if you need a nightclub scene or lots of entertainment options, you may want to look elsewhere or at least be willing to make the drive to Naples. 3, no public transportation. As we said before, the town is super walkable, but when it comes to wanting to leave town, you're definitely going to need a car. There is no public transport in and out of town, so getting around without your own wheels will definitely be tough. Number 4, limited job opportunities. While Ave Maria itself has a growing number of mostly small businesses, the job market here is pretty limited. So if you're not working locally, you'll probably have to commute to Naples or some of the other nearby areas for work. Number 5, distance from major cities. So obviously Naples is pretty close, but Ave is still a bit of a distance from major cities like Miami or Tampa. So if you need to travel for business or for pleasure, you are going to have to drive a little bit. You're talking an hour to 2 or 3 hours to get to an airport. Number 6, limited healthcare facilities. We talked about doctors a little bit, and so Ave, of course, has those and the walk-in clinic, but specialized Medicare, you're going to have to go a bit of a drive to get there. So if you have those specific healthcare needs, you either need to be prepared for a commute, or we probably need to look somewhere else. Number 7, risk of natural disasters. Like most of Florida, Ave Maria is in the line of fire for hurricanes and other natural disasters. However, it is much farther inland, so storm surge is not really an issue here. It is more just wind and potential heavy rains that may be an issue. But with the entire town being very new, the homes and buildings here are much better prepared to withstand those things than many other areas in South Florida. So while storms are always a risk, this is one of the better places to consider if you are looking to get into Southwest Florida, but also minimize the risks of storm damage. So nonetheless, make sure you're prepared for storm season. And of course, don't skip on that homeowner's insurance. Number 8, potential for isolation. If you thrive on city life and constant social interaction, Ave Maria's small town vibe might feel a little too quiet for you. Some people love that close-knit community, but others might find it a bit isolating. And number 9, insects and wildlife. Living close to nature is great until you're face-to-face with mosquitoes or other wildlife that may wander a little too close to home. If you're not a fan of bugs, this might take some adjusting, or maybe just not the right spot. Does it sound like the place for you? If so, give us a call so we get started finding the right home for you. And if not, check out these other videos of some of the other nearby towns and cities of Southwest Florida to find the place that is right for you.